very first kimbap.
Cheers. What was your impression of Korea before you came here?
Really love their culture, so we really wanted to explore it. We understood that it's a very modern, but also conserving a lot of their traditions, so that's what makes it appealing to come to Korea.
Well, I am a chef, so for me it's very interesting to come and eat and try their food. So we are really impressed with the food here.
I honestly did not have any clear idea of what Korea was like.
All I knew was Korean food and a few people who I knew whose grandparents were from Korea, and that was about it.
We actually didn't know very much about Korea, so this was a short layover for us on the way to Thailand.
Our impression of Korea was a ton of good food, a lot of good pop culture, and just excited to explore it all.
How is Korea compared to your country? Is it different or is there like a lot of common things?
We both live in LA where there's a very heavy Korean influence, so I would say a lot of similarities to our current city.
I think there's some common ground, the U.S. being pretty modern too, and also some traditions and everything. But I think we've been very impressed with the culture, the food, the way to move around, the easiness to go from place to place, and how friendly the people are.
It's much safer. You would never just find people leaving like a bike on the street or anything like that, or going out after dark by themselves.
Have you ever felt some cultural difference while you were in Korea?
I noticed a cultural similarity. Like Americans are always building these huge cities like New York and Chicago, and that's what Seoul is.
In the U.S., there's a big a lot of Koreans, so a lot of Korean communities. So we kind of seen them over there too. So I think that it's very similar.
Maybe mostly just a language barrier, but I would say we've been able to communicate just fine.
I would say the biggest difference that I've seen is just how polite and quiet everyone is on public transportation. That is spectacular.
What was your first impression of Korean people when you just saw them on the street?
Everybody's been really friendly and very helpful.
They're really nice. They try to help you. A lot of times there's the language barrier, but even people that you approach and they don't speak English and we don't speak Korean, they try to help you out, and they even with sign language or whatever. So they're very approachable.
I would say very friendly. Friendlier than anticipated. I would say every restaurant we've been in, we've been welcomed, which has been so nice.
If your family or friends come to Korea, where would you take them?
I mean, Seoul is a good starting point, so I think, the places that we've gone today, so palaces, markets, I think those are on the top of our list.
We're staying in Myeongdong area, and that's very interesting to see all the lights and the commerce and the street foods. So definitely those places like that would be very interesting.
I would say my favorite shopping neighborhood was Apgujeong. That was really fun.
Tell them to go to Seoul. I would tell them to come here. They love food. And then I would tell them to go to one of the many health and wellness spas here, because the spa in America can't even compare to the spas here. This market is unforgettable. I wish my stomach were like 7 times the size it is.
I would say pick a neighborhood and wander around and just see what the street life is. The food is right on the street. There's all kinds of variety, and explore, go on an adventure. We've only been here 2 days, but everything's unforgettable so far.
So you tried some Korean food before, right?
Yes, we have.
And is it different from what they have here, or it's similar?
I'd say it's pretty
I
similar.
would say pretty similar.
It's great to hear. How is the food here? Is it different from what you have, like kind of Korean food in your country?
In some ways, yes. In some other ways, no. It's more fresh here, of course. We went to Busan yesterday, and we were so impressed being in one supermarket and one market where you get your fishes and everything fresh there, and then you cook them up there. So it was just great.
I'm familiar with some Korean foods from California where there's a large expat Korean population, but just the variety here is impressive.
Is it a little different from what you tried in California, or it's completely the same?
Some of it's the same, but it's a lot more variety here.
Seafood pancake, really good. This is the first food that we've had here.
We'll have to walk around more and see what else we can find here. It all looks really good.
Have you heard about kimbap? You know kimbap? It's not really unique food, but it's a really famous abroad. It's kind of Korean dish, classic Korean dish that Koreans really love, and I heard that it's really famous abroad. Do you want to give it a try?
Oh, my very first kimbap.
Cheers! How do you like it?
A little bit of sweet in between. I like it.
The savory meat in it, the beef and the cream cheese, nice and creamy, a little bit sweet. I think it's good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen cheese like that on anything here, but it's a good mix of flavors. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, very good. Very good, yeah.
This is really good. This is all kinds of flavors and all kinds of textures. And I could just it's nothing like sushi. I think it's almost more flavorful. It's got more complexity. It's wonderful.
It's got a little sweet tang to it, and I like the crunchiness from the nuts.
This kimbap is sponsored today by O공김밥. Would you recommend this food, this dish, to your family or friends?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
If that were available in the U.S., I'd be eating it regularly.
Oh, really? So good to hear.
And I think it's really nice and refreshing to try something that's something other than rice. So the egg really is good.
Really like the combination of flavors. It's balanced very well.
We can give you some as a present if you're okay.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do you say thank you in Korean?
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you.